everyone, Camilla here from Decodable Readers Australia. Today we're going to have a look at some pre-reading activities. These are just a few little activities to do just before you start a guided reading, or I like to call it supported reading. Now these activities are so quick, but they act like a warm-up leading to reading success. Just like when we're getting our daily exercise, we need to warm up those muscles before we can perform the best that we can perform. So these activities are what I call the pre-reading warm-ups. The first activity is about introducing any new vocabulary. Now when it comes to decodables, usually the vocabulary is quite simple because it is decodable, but sometimes there may be a word or two in our decodables that require just a quick little explicit teach. For example, in this level 3 book, I would just talk about fit and unfit, just to make sure that they really have that meaning behind what they're reading. The second activity is a quick letter sound correspondence review. Now you can do this using just your little flashcards and just go through those letters and sounds to ensure that they have not only the newly introduced letters and sounds, but they have previously introduced sounds as well. Now you can use your little flashcards. We've also got our word warm-ups. Now these are from our Sounds of Reading toolkits, and you can see on one side we can practice those letter sound correspondences. We also have words from the book, so each one of these cards match the book we're about to read, so we can have some blending practice at word level and really support students at that word level before they get to the text level, as well as some sentences. Now these sentences can be done in multiple ways. You can have the students decode them, you could do a quick choral read, you could use these as your modelled reading. Now this will only take just a few minutes because the majority of the time will be spent at the supported reading session. Our third activity is a quick sight word review, having the students say the sight words that are going to appear in the book. Now you can see those on our word warm-ups, but also on the back of our books you'll also notice the words are there. It's really important that those are explicitly taught first in a previous lesson, and before each book there's a review. Now let's say you have some students that get stuck on a couple of words. It's best to have a blending board there just in case, so you can do that corrective feedback straight away. So using the example of the sight word his, we'll have the students say the word his, then say it in its sounds, is. Then we ask them to quickly write the sounds that they know, I, and then explicitly teach that the z sound is made by the letter S. This is a quick review, and it shows the students that even our sight words or our high frequency words can be sounded out if we know those separate parts, that part to whole. And finally, we just need to do a quick review of the reading strategies if students get stuck. As educators, we need to take our students through these strategies and really put the emphasis on the decoding process and blending those letters and sounds together to read the words. And I always like to have this poster as a reminder and a reference point. Now, all of these things can be found in our Sounds of Reading toolkit along with our teaching manuals. Everything that I've explained today is detailed in the handbook of each level SOR toolkit.